Hello, today's the 14th of July 2016 and today's the day to start sowing some tomatoes. I'll be starting with 3 tomatoes, Valiant F1, Tycho F1 and Zesty F1. 2 are cherry and 1 is a medium-sized tomato. Unfortunately there's builders in our backyard, so I have to do the filming here. It's a bit different, but hopefully it still works. So first I will start with a seed tray, and we'll fill the seed tray with potting mix. It's a seed starting potting mix. I'm only planting 2 of each tomato, as in the left bed out the back we'll only be planting 1. So we'll just see how they go, and I'll probably give 1 away of each variety if they all come up. So we fill it up with potting mix. Pat it down, make a little depression, and it's time to open the seeds. These are hybrid seeds, so F1s. They're from a nursery in the country here in Melbourne, and they're not cheap, but they're supposed to be very productive. So you get 8 for $12. So this is yellow grape zesty, and we'll just use 2. So we've got 2 there, and just pop them in. They may be a tiny bit deep, but we'll see how they go. Make sure, of course, we put it back into the packet so we know what it is. And the next one will be the Tycho cherry. It's supposed to be a very productive tomato. They're all indeterminates. So out the back they'll need tomato cages and probably a lot of time. As you can see, tomato seeds are very small, and if you were just doing a heirloom variety you'd probably throw 3 or 4, but as they're so expensive, over $1 each, it doesn't seem worth it to waste that. So here in Australia it's the middle of winter, so it's a good time to start sowing, because I'd like to get some tomatoes in on around the 1st of September. I probably won't this time around. Might be the middle of September, but it's nice to have some tomatoes for Christmas. So here we have the Valiant, which is a mid-sized tomato. We can see they've been greened, so they've been treated to stop disease. All these 3 tomatoes are supposed to be resistant to a lot of the diseases we get here. Just pop them in. Put some dirt over the top. Leave a lot off, give them a little pat down. And I could fill the other seed tray, but I'm not going to bother, because we've got a few of them and it's nice to just have tomatoes. And chuck them in there, give them a little drink. Pour some more water in the bottom so it soaks up from the bottom, so we don't disturb the seeds too much. On with the lid, and I'll leave that on a windowsill until they germinate, which hopefully will be the next couple of days, and then we'll take the lid off and see how they go. As well as sowing tomatoes, we'll be sowing some nasturtiums, mahogany jewel. So these are a compact nasturtium, so we're going to grow 8 of them for 2 different areas in the backyard. They hopefully won't take up too much room. We grew Princess Emperor last year and they just took out the whole backyard. They were pretty, but just a bit wild. The great thing with nasturtiums is that they attract the cabbage white butterfly. So instead of all your basil and everything else, tomatoes getting cabbage white butterfly, the nasturtium seems to get it. So it's easy just to go around and squish them, or just let them eat the leaves. So to start off, we'll fill our little seed raising tray again. And of course this is seed raising compost, or over here we've got potting mix. It's nice and fine, still has a bit of tweak, which is strange because it shouldn't. But I think nowadays this is just what happens. Look at that. This is Debco brand, just if anyone is interested in seeing the tweaks. I have used other ones, and they seem to have more tweaks. So, make some little holes. Nasturtium seeds are quite big. They look like that. Pull out. Pop them in. One more. And then cover them over. Tray. In theory you don't have to be as careful watering these ones because you're bigger, so they're not going to run away. If they're tomato seeds, of course, they're so small that if you put too much water too hard, you'll find that all little seeds disappear. And we'll put the lid on that one, stick it on the windowsill, and when it germinates, pull that off, and we'll watch how it goes. So now we're going to sow some lettuce. So these are a different variety of lettuces, Salanova. They have a texture and flavour of full head of lettuce, but in the home garden leaves are harvest as needed. So what that means is you can pick them from around the side. I've never grown these before, but I thought I'd give it a go. So I'm curious as well to open them because it's 30 primed seeds. So I'm actually unsure what the primed is. I'm wondering if it means that they've been half germinated and stopped or something, but we'll see. So I've pre-prepared 4 little pots. I'm not going to bother with little seed starting trays for these. So this has compost in, and then we've just got a tiny bit of seed raising mix just to put on top so they can break through. So we'll start off with the red ones and see what they look like. So they look different. Lettuce seeds usually are very, very small. So this has got a coating. So that's quite exciting. They might take off very quickly. So we'll put 1 in each. And hope they both germinate, so put it right in the middle. Once again, these are more expensive than normal lettuce seeds. You've got 30 of them for $5.25. But if they turn out how they should, hopefully we can get about a kilo of lettuce off each plant. So these ones are the same looking ones, the green ones. Grab 2 again. Pop in the middle. Put some seed sowing potting mix on top, just a little bit. Press down, just a tiny bit more in there, and then we'll give them a water. And I won't put a cover on these. I'll just put them in the window ledge, probably in the laundry here. It's not as light as some of our other window ledges, but we'll just see how they go. And then once they start growing, we'll hopefully film them again.